Welcome. In this 10-minute video we'll be looking at instrument approach clearances using vectoring and the PTAC mnemonic. PTAC stands for position, turn, altitude and clearance. Why do we need these components? Well, when an aircraft is receiving radar vectors, the controller is taking some responsibility for the aircraft's navigation and terrain clearance. When we clear the aircraft for the approach, we are transferring navigation and terrain clearance responsibility back to the pilot, similar to using resumo navigation, and issuing a conditional clearance that the pilot must maintain a particular heading and altitude until established within the navigational tolerances of the approach aid, in this case the ILS. Qantas 6202 is entering the TMA. He's a little high, so I'm going to use vectoring to give him some extra track miles and to separate him from a departure off runway 16 at Melbourne.
Velocity 243, taxi by Alpha, the Bravo, holding point runway 16, cross runway 27.
Three, taxi Alpha, the Bravo, holding point, cross 27, runway 16, velocity 243.
On a few occasions throughout the video, I'll speed things up a bit so we can get through it a bit quicker.
Melbourne approach, G'day, Qantas 6202 with you, passing through flight 210 for 9000.
Qantas 6202, Melbourne approach, good evening. Runway 18, expect vectors for the ILS approach.
Copy, runway 18, Qantas 6202.
You can use the range bearing tool to plan ahead, and the reroute tool in the left click menu to automatically input an approximate heading into the scratch pad.
Qantas 6202, cancel the start, turn left heading 180.
Three, cancel the star, turn left heading 180, Qantas 6206.
Qantas 6202, descend to 6000, turn right heading 270.
Copy, descend 6000, right heading 270, Qantas 6202.
It's important that you update the data tag as you go along to maintain situational awareness.
And approach velocity 243, ready, runway 16.
Velocity 243, runway 16, clear for takeoff.
Runway 16, clear for takeoff, velocity 243. And approach today, 1455 with you on descent and 9000 information November.
Qantas 455, Melbourne approach, g'day, runway 16, expect the ILS approach.
Runway 16, Qantas 455.
Qantas 455, descend to 5000.
Descend to 5000, Qantas 455.
Velocity 243 is now airborne and tracking towards Horsh. He'll make a right-hand turn at Horsh to maintain lateral separation with Qantas 6202. Note that I'll observe velocity 243 turning right before I issue further climb.
And on the approach velocity 243 with you climbing through 2,800 for 5,000.
Velocity 243, Melbourne approach, G'day, you're identified. Climb to flight level 240.
Climb to level 240, velocity 243.
I'll use one of the standard Euroscope tools to monitor separation between these two aircraft.
Qantas 6202, descent to 3,000.
Qantas 6202.
Qantas 455, descent to 4,000.
Down to 4,000, Qantas 455.
Qantas 6202, position 8 miles to the northeast of Temple. Turn left heading 210. Maintain 3,000 until established clear ILS, runway 18 approach.
Left heading 210, clear for runway 18, 6202.
Note that when I clear Qantas 455 for the ILS runway 16 at Melbourne, I don't need to use the PTAC mnemonic, as the aircraft is under its own navigation, tracking via the star onto the ILS.
Qantas 455, cleared ILS, runway 16 approach.
Cleared ILS, runway 16, Qantas 455.
Velocity 243, contact Melbourne Centre 124.40 day.
124.40, velocity 243, go. And on approach from 6202 established on the flight.
Quarter 6202, thank you, contact Avalon Tower, 118.1 today.
118.1, on 6202, get it.
This video has shown you some basic techniques for vectoring and the differences between clearing an aircraft for the ILS approach from vectors versus clearing the aircraft for an ILS approach from a star. I've also showed you how I use some of the tools when applying lateral separation around the TMA. I hope you found it helpful.